Dr. Mordecai Paldial is a Holocaust survivor and author of a book that was just given to me, I think 2 weeks ago by a friend. It is The Righteous Among the Nations. It is Rescuers of Jews During the Holocaust. It is amazing. There are two other books that I want you to look up: The Girl in the Green Sweater and Defying the Tide. These are stories of guests who are with us today. Also, Ruth Backner was hidden by nuns living in a convent, and Ruth is with us, and we're going to talk to her. And Mordecai. And Mordecai, you put together this book where you look, first of all, you're a survivor. You were snuck out in the middle of the night as a child. And your rescuers told you were, because you were in the woods, that keep looking up because you're looking for Tarzan, right?
Yes, because the fact that I was Jewish was kept secret from my parents while we were wandering from one place to another in France, in occupied France. And when things got very tough and we had to leave before the Germans caught up to us, and we came to that frontier area, and my mother was referred to that priest, Simon Gallet, and he organized our secret passage in Switzerland. And I asked my parents and these two Frenchmen who accompanied us, why are we walking in the middle of the night in a wooded area to nowhere? What's the purpose of this? It's bedtime. And they said, shh, it's a secret. But look up to the trees. We're taking you to meet Tarzan.
Wow.
He's going to jump out from one of the trees. And I was very excited by that.
When you started compiling The Righteous Among the Nations, did you find anything that brought all of them together? Did you see anything that was a common thread?
The only common thread that I could find among them, because we have a problem. These people come from different walks of life, different backgrounds. Some were more tolerant, some were less tolerant, some were hedonists and only minding their own business like Oskar Schindler. What happened? They were suddenly challenged. In front of them stood a Jew or several Jews, looking in their eyes, pleading to have an opportunity just to stay alive. All they wanted, I want to live. Someone had decided that they have no right to live. And so these people, there was this eye contact. And what happened at that moment was a transformation, just like what happened at Oskar Schindler. These Jewish workers of him, who made it possible for him to have such a good life. Suddenly he learned that they were going to be taken away from him and destroyed. And something in him rebelled, and he said, well, that's not possible. They have a right to live. And therefore, I'm going to do whatever I can do. So there is that, I would say it's a mystery, that there is something in the human constitution which can cause you, just like Leopold Socha, who has also a very unpropitious background. He said, these people, I'm going to help as much as I can. And when you ask these righteous, and I had an opportunity to ask many of them, what caused you to risk your life? Because that's the thing, the question why there were not many others. The Germans threatened anyone who as much as dared to get involved in this with the death penalty. And they said, the answer that these righteous said, it was the most natural thing to do.
But I think what I'm trying to get across to you is, you don't want to get to that point, to where it's dangerous to have to make when this happens. Ruth, this was your father's?
Yes, my father's original star that we had to wear. I had to wear one. I would go to school with that star on and holding a book. And that's how I went to school. And then when the decree came in Belgium to say no Jews in school anymore, I couldn't go to school again. But you know something? I am here, and so were my parents and my brother, because of a righteous Gentile, because he saved our lives, okay? And he had maybe 100, 200 people working for him. And I say if he had 10 or 15 more, he would have saved more. Now, he put themselves into jeopardy to do what he did. And I am so forever grateful. And I feel now is the time for us to do what he did for me, because the situation all over the world is terrible, and we have to help.
Back in just a minute.